I've always found it odd that the first thing we do when we see babies is to scare them. We play peekaboo. And babies somehow know that it's only playful and they don't really have to be scared. But then the same thing sort of happens when we're older. We go and see horror films and we experience all the fear of the film, but at the same time we know that we're safe because we're not going through the trauma someone else is. Now, it's a very thin line between that and real fear. So thinking about that, I thought I'd design an arcade game. Now, zombie shoot-ups are very popular because you get to experience all the thrill of the adrenaline of fighting for your life whilst in the beery, fairly mindless comfort of your local pub. This is the game. This is the game I've come up with. It's called Waking Dead, and this game is designed to put whoever plays it into a catatonic trance. Basically means their sort of brain goes unraveled, they go into a vegetable-like state when they play the game. Right? Now, this doesn't work on everybody. It'll work on about a third of the people that will play it, and it will only last a few minutes, but that'll be long enough for me to do what I want to do. If we follow the cables that are coming out the back of the machine, they take us into this room. This is our control room. And in here is a very important guy called Mick. Now, Mick worked on the software with me to my specifications, and Mick will be in here making the game work, controlling the zombies and basically playing the other half of the game with the person that's going to be at the machine. You excited?
Yeah.
Excellent. Mick hasn't sold his soul to Satan like the rest of us, so he's feeling a bit guilty about what's going to happen today. So we're just going to wait for someone to come in and start playing the game and take it from there. All footage inside the pub was filmed with hidden cameras. We waited and waited some more. Half an hour later, still no one has even played the game yet. Go on. We got one.
At your peril.
Just keep the pace slow.
You didn't say the point.
Okay.
Pretty shit, aren't they?
The little girl, bring the girl out.
I'm only a little girl.
Put a couple of flashes in now. And again. Another flash. Always going. One more. I'm going to go in. Hi, I'm Derren Brown. We've been filming you playing the game. What's his name?
Fabian.
That's fine, just do exactly what I asked you to do. Come with me. Come with me. Right back. No, just have a go. You follow me out. All right, need you to give me a hand getting him up on the trolley. Grab his feet. I need you to come around this side and help me. Just going to keep going straight down, yeah? We're going to turn onto this ramp. See there's two doors ahead of us? I need you to pull the doors open towards me. Thank you. What's your name?
Benedict.
Benedict. And? Pardon?
Harry.
Harry, come through. Straight through? Okay, come over here. All right, you take these 2 seats here for me. You're going to watch him. Okay, you can see him on the screen?
Yeah.
He's going to wake up in the game that he was just playing
Right.
in the pub.
Okay.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take that. One for you. Don't worry about anything. Just keep watching the monitors. Silence, please, while I sound the horn.
Why is there a gun in here? What is going on? Hello? Who are you? The fuck do you want? I'm gonna shoot, fuck off! Go away! I'm not afraid, I will shoot you! I will shoot you! What the fuck's going on? I'm gonna shoot you! You're dead! You're fucking dead! You're done! Help me! You're fucking dead! Go away! I'm not afraid, I will shoot you!
So we're going to sit you up first, Fabian. So you can sit up. That's right. I'm going to stand you up. You're going to stand up for me. And keep remaining in the sleep. Take hold of the gun. You stand exactly as you were before. Are you on that side? Okay. Let's wake him up.
Come on, it was wicked. Fuckers, isn't it? Huh? It was good. It was good.
Okay, let's go.
Ask you a couple of questions. We designed this game, and just interested to hear how it was for you.
It was good. It was like, I don't know if it's because it's an arcade, but it was I felt like really into it. Was it going to be like put in pubs? What is it?
Yeah, it's a sort of it's a prototype we're trying to develop it.
No, it was good. It was good. I liked it. It was really, I don't know, exciting. And it's realistic. I don't know, you're shooting them and they don't die. You know, so you got to keep shooting them, and then when they keep coming up again. So I don't know. I loved it. I just felt like, I don't know. Each of them, usually in a game, it's just a game. It's a cartoon. I just felt I had to kill each and every one of them. I had to. I don't know, you're sitting here, you got the sound coming at you and you got the graphics. So I just, yeah, the sound, it all adds up to it. I don't know what you've done, if it's with the colours or something, but the whole setup just really gets into your head.
It just made me jump, like, the way he just come through the door, because I was still concentrating on Fabian, and the fact that he actually dropped the gun, and I was trying to work out what's wrong with him. And then I felt a tap in my shoulder and I turned around. It's just like so quick how he like just got him on the bed straight down there and all set up and like that. It's just really quick how it's done and everything.
It was all like just come in, just hi and everything. We were just kind of not sure what was happening, so just went with the flow. And I just like listened to him a lot, you know, when he was saying what was going to happen and stuff, like, and what to do, just following orders.
It's a bit eerie, like, to sit in the room like next to him, and because he seemed so calm and he knew what to do, like how far he could take it and how far he couldn't.
How would you sum up your experience?
Very intriguing, yeah, intriguing, exciting, a bit scary.
I feel a bit shaken up by the experience. I was thinking over my head of what to say to his mum when he gets home, but he seems all right now though.
To make sure that Fabian was all right and understood what had happened, I showed him the footage of what he'd just been through. That's kind of it, really. Do you want to come meet the guys? Because they all feel really guilty and want to say hello.
Yeah.
They're all still in makeup.
Very well.
Yeah.
Do you give me the gun?
The Winter Garden Ballroom was built in the late 19th century, and it sits amongst Blackpool's lights and faded glamour. That's over 100 years of dance and movement experienced in this space. Some people think this energy can be retained in the very fabric of a building, so we invited some local dancers and their friends to try and tap into this imaginary force. Thank you very much for coming. The reason why I've asked you here is I want you to experience something which dates back to around the time that this room was opened, and was a precursor to the now more familiar Ouija board that I'm sure many of you will have heard of. It is a little startling, but I would ask you please to embrace it and to go with it and to find it fascinating rather than frightening. Now, let me grab this. Thank you. So, everybody just look at me. I'm going to choose a few of you for this. Let's have you. I want you just to check the table for me, that there's nothing strange about it. Feel free to lift it up and look around. Chap there as well. Can you come forward, please? Again, just do the same thing there. Just have a good look. Just check there aren't any wheels. Stand there too. Thank you. And let's have... Yes, you, if you can stand there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Can I ask you to come forward? Great. What's your name? Sarah. Sarah? Sarah. Shh. Yeah, you'd be great. Thank you. All right, let me explain what I want you to do. First thing I'd like is for everybody else to form a circle around me, all right? That's a wide circle, so give these guys here some space. Just form a circle right the way around me. Quick as you can, please. All right, in a moment, I'm going to ask you guys here to place your hands on the table, all right? Fingers and thumbs, everything in contact on top, all right? Now, you've had a look at the table, you're happy that's just an ordinary table, and I haven't prearranged anything with you. No, none of you are actors or stooges. The same for all of you. Nothing's been prearranged with any of you, correct? All right, the rest of you. I need you to put your hands by your sides and just relax, and I want you all to take a deep breath in. And then let it out. And I want you all to look at the table. I want you to imagine, as you look at it now, I want you to get a sense of a life force, all right? An energy, a power, whatever you want to call it, that you create as you look there at the table. I want you to push that energy across the room from where you're standing into the table. Imbue it with that life force, give it that life force. This is one of a handful of places, this room, where this phenomenon can occur. But you must concentrate. And I want you to place your hands on the table as I showed you now. Do that now. Place your hands on the table. Now you don't need to press, just a gentle laying of the hands there on the table. Good. Now you can relax your breathing as you focus on the table. As you notice the life force in the table, it will start to move. This is strange. When it happens, you're just going to go with it. Everybody else just focusing on the center of the table too. And you take, there it goes. Whatever you do, you don't push it, you just let it move, you let it do what it wants to do. Just keep with it, just keep following it. And absolutely feel that force in the table, which is separate from you. It's nothing to do with you, and you let that move, you let it go where it wants to. If it turns, you follow it. You don't push it, you don't pull it, you don't do anything, you just follow it as it picks up speed. And all the rest of you concentrating, watching and building up that energy in that table. This table, this apparently inanimate thing bursting with life. Let's just break the circle here. I'm going to take you, I'm going to put you right here, all right? I want you to call that table as if you were calling a child. You're just going to say to it, I'm here. Just keep saying it as if you were calling a child.
I'm here.
Over and over again, and the table will come.
I'm here.
Keep it going, Lindsay.
I'm here.
Let it find you. Think of it like a child.
I'm here.
Talk to it like a child.
I'm here.
Now over here, opposite side. Stand back, take a gap. What's your name? Chris. All right, Chris, just call it to you.
I'm here.
Call it. I'm here. Say, I'm here. Call it.
I'm here.
Like you're talking to a child. Here it comes.
I'm here. I'm here.
Just going to let it rest. Now tell it to stop.
Stop.
Okay? You can let go for me. Oh, God. You all right? Let me just verify before we go any further. None of you were pushing, correct?
No.
Nobody was pushing? No. If you were, say so. Be honest. No? All right. Everybody else, now you want to all grab a table. There are some around the side here. 4 people to a table. If you all want to grab on and arrange the tables in a circle. Excellent. Do you want to come put that one here for me? All of you just take a moment. All the tables in place? All right. Turn and face your tables. Have a look at the center of your table. Take a deep breath in now. Just get that life force in the table. Just see it there in the table and out. And place your hands on the table now. Okay. Keep your eyes focused on the center of the table. Just start to feel it moving through the table. When it goes, you must just follow it. It is odd, but when your table comes alive, you must just move with it and you must just follow it. Let it go wherever it wants to go. It's starting off over here, great, that will start to spread around the group. As soon as you feel it go, you must just let it go. As soon as you feel it. You might find it turning or tipping, that's great. Doesn't matter if you bump into other people. There it goes, it spreads around, getting faster. And faster. And just wait for it and start to feel it. It'll take you by surprise, that's what happens, all right? Doesn't matter if you're the last person to move, doesn't matter if you're the last table to go. Let them have a life of their own, you just follow them. Let them take you where they want, the table alive between your fingers. If it falls over, you just pick it up, it'll carry straight on. Excellent, great, you're going. Just keep in contact with it. As the energy builds and builds and takes you wherever the table wants to go, that energy builds and then suddenly disappears. And the tables will come to a stop. As soon as it stops, move away from the table. Move away from the table, stand back. And then give yourselves a huge round of applause. That was fantastic.
Those tables were definitely possessed. That's the only way you can describe it. 1 minute they were dead, the next minute they were off.
When Derren was doing it with like the people in the middle and we were looking at the table, it's like, oh yeah, them people can do it. You know, he just chose them out, but then we all did it.
It was phenomenal. Actually, our fingers were just touching the tables, and then all of a sudden it just started to move. We went, whoa.
Wherever the table went, we were just being pulled with it. Oh, I've never felt anything like it. It was really bizarre.
I could feel my whole body shaking. It was
It was an indescribable feeling. I was like, ah!
There's an old and obscure psychic feat of apparently seeing with your fingertips, and a few people even to this day do claim to have this ability. I can certainly achieve the same results, but through methods I don't believe to be psychic. Well, thank you very much for coming along to this vintage eyeglass emporium. Now, you may or may not know that I'm a huge fan of the whole area of Victorian charlatanism. There was a girl from that period, a 15-year-old girl called Lillian Keeble, flaming red hair. She toured the houses of rich people with a parlour act, which she called Dextrous vision. And what Keeble claimed was that she could see through the fingertips, these two fingertips here of her right hand. Now, I'm a huge fan of her, and I've dug and dug for information on her. She's not that well known about, and sort of come up with bits and pieces that allow me to piece together what her methods may have been. This is why I've asked you here. So, the first thing that she would do in her act was as follows. Can I maybe try this with you, Michael? Can I just swap places with Michelle? I'll ask you to come around here. All right. Now, she would ask somebody to write down a sentence or a phrase. Now, this is entirely up to you what you write, okay? I'm going to get you to write it down on this piece of card. If you take those for me. Now, obviously, it's very important I don't see what you write, so wait till I've turned away. But anything you like, a phrase or a short sentence. I'll face away while I do it. Don't let anyone see. Tell me when you're done. Yeah. Okay, and just hold the card like that between your hands like this so I can turn around safely and not see it. Sure. Is that safe? Yep. Yeah. Okay, great. Michelle, can I bring you back round here again, this side? If you come and stand here. Now, your point of view here, Michelle, is just to make sure that I'm not going to cheat or turn and look. So you're essentially going to hold my gaze. All right, so you know I'm not going to look away. All right. Now, Michael, what I want you to do is to hold the card, so the card is flat, but writing side down. Yeah. And if you come around here just a little bit so that I can put my hand... All right. I'm not going to touch the card. Now, what's interesting about her methods, of course, is this is 1845, all right? They were simple, but weirdly, the word big, is that right? A big? Yeah. Hell, two, maybe that's hello, a big hello. Is this right? Am I close? Yeah. That's right. A big hello, two, all matching. Or watching even. A big hello to all watching. Can you show the camera? Let's have a look. What does it say? A big hello to all watching. Thank you so much. I'll ask you to go stand back there again.
There's no human possible way that he could do that. Well, he is a human. But it's not normal.
The highlight of the act for me was when Lillian would give her abilities to somebody else. So, Michelle, I'll do this with you. If you can just come around here for me and point those two fingers for me like that. Now keep your other fingers in. Now look at me. I'm going to give you the ability that Lillian had. You'll be able to see with your fingertips. Just press your two fingers up against mine. You will be able to do it. You must believe that. Look at me. You must believe that. Good. Okay, keep your fingers like that. Don't move them. Now I'm going to write down, we'll keep it relatively simple, a 2-digit number. All right? I will write this behind my back so you can't even catch a glimpse of anything or the movement of my arms or anything that might give it away. All right? A 2-digit number. That's all I'm going to tell you. All right, and I'll ask you just to, it's there. It's written just there. All right? So if you keep your fingers there, you are underneath where the number is written. So all you've got to go on is your instinct now. So imagine perhaps a white screen and allow the image of a number to appear on it. It is a 2-digit number.
32.
32. Some reason, why did you say 32?
Don't know.
Okay, it is...
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's amazing. I'm physically shaking.
You are physically shaking.
That was just weird. Is the only way to describe it. Because I could actually see it in my head, the way he'd written it. It was just, I mean, tears came to my eyes emotionally. It was just very strange. Absolutely amazing. Don't know how he does it.
excuse me, do you know which way the actual pleasure beach is, the fun fair?
The pleasure beach? I'm not really from round here. I think if you're for the main one, if you follow down, just go down this road here.
Yeah.
Keep going, and it's on your left-hand side.
So it's basically it is down there.
Yeah.
Because that's the tower, isn't it? But it's you don't mind me asking, do you?
No.
No, you're happy to give that to me. Okay, so it's down there.
No.
Great. All right. Sorry about that. Cheers. Thanks ever so much. Yeah, great. So it's just down that way. Can you just grab that just for a second? Can I just grab your watch and then you've got a phone on you as well. That'd be terrific. Can I just grab your thanks. I'll take that off. Lovely. Cheers. I'll just grab your phone as well and your house keys. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so it's just literally just down there. Yeah. Lovely. I'll grab that. So it's straight down there and.
Keep going on your left-hand side as you go further down the road there.
All right, lovely. Thanks ever so much. Cheers, mate.
Thanks.
Thank you. You're fine. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Sorry.
It's difficult to explain because somehow it felt natural to give them to him.
Oh, I'm sorry, did I?
Until I got a few yards down the road, and then I started to think, what's happening here?
Just hold that a second. Cheers. Great, I'll just grab the others back off you so I can keep them. Cheers. Thanks ever so much. Thank you. Cheers. I think you're heading that way, weren't you? Thanks ever so much. Cheers. Cardiff, lovely place. She lives there, and home of the reasonably famous Cardiff Market. Here I am casually mixing with the locals and playing a game where they can win some money and I can look revoltingly clever. Have you got a wallet on you or a purse or some money?
Yes.
Can I just see? Don't show me how much money you got, but just show me what you keep your money in. Excellent. Have you got any loose change in you as well, or is everything in there?
Everything in there.
Everything's in there. All right, so here's the game. I'm going to try and tell how much money you've got in that wallet.
Yeah.
If I'm more than 50 pence out, you win £100. All right? 5 £20 notes. You don't have to put any money in it yourself, so you've got nothing to lose, apart from your dignity. So, let me ask you a few questions. You work here, obviously?
Yes.
Do you drive in? Do you walk in?
Catch a bus.
Okay, great. Do you go shopping on the way home?
Sometimes.
Okay, married? No.
No.
No. Are you in a rush to get to work in the morning?
Usually, yes.
Okay, all right. I'm going to write down an amount and put it in this envelope, all right? Don't look, because it'll spoil the surprise. Look at me. Okay. Okay, hang on to that for me. Great, thank you. Would you please count the amount of money you've got? Tell us how much you got.
I've got £30 in notes.
Yeah, keep going, there's some more.
35, 50, 70, 80, 90, 36.
36, yeah.
And 35 pence.
£36, 35p, and that.
My lucky stone.
All right. £36, 35p. Yep.
Yep.
Put the rest of the money back in the wallet.
Right.
I think I'm all right. First of all, it's very important that none of us had asked you how much money you had on you.
No.
The exact money was £36.
35 pence.
35 pence. Have a look. It says...
£36, 31.
36, 31. 4 pence off, which leaves me safely within the 50 pence limit. Thank you very much indeed.
I can't believe that. I was a bit gutted because I thought he wasn't going to get it, to be honest with you. There's no way anybody could have known what was in my purse. No, I didn't even know what was in my purse, so yeah. I just can't believe he got it, to be honest with you. Can't believe it.
A lot is said about children having stronger psychic ability because they're so unjaded and innocent. This excruciating view of children is generally expounded by people who think like children and perhaps can be forgiven. Hello.
Yeah.
Very pleased to meet you.
Thank you.
Now, you know that your headmistress, Miss Davis, was going to come in here and just check that you were all going to be well behaved. She can't do that because, as many of you probably know, she can't be here today because her pants fell down earlier on. It's not funny. If you see her, don't make a fuss, because it'll be embarrassing for her, okay? All right, it's not funny. In fact, perhaps the little boy at the back, if you'd like to give these back to her if you see her. Okay. If you can't be behaved, I'll have to give them back to her myself. Right, Amy, got something I'd like you to do, all right? I'm going to give you this, which is a story, okay? Now, this is a story that was written by my niece, Macy, who is 7, all right? It is rubbish. You're going to read that out loud, okay, a few times. And what's important as you do this is that you need, in your mind, to have a picture of something while you read it out loud. That's a little bit complicated to think of something while you read out the story. But I want you now, as I talk to you, just to allow some image. And while you read the poem, read the story, to allow an image to form in your mind in front of you like that, sort of from the back of your mind to move forward. But I don't want it to be influenced by anything that's in the story itself, nor by the pictures on the outside. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, so, could you all come round here for me? I'm going to put some aprons on you and give you some paint. Okay, you're all sat very nicely, thank you for that. So listen very carefully so you all understand what we're going to do. Amy's going to read a story. You have to listen really carefully to the story while we do this. While she does that, you're all going to make a handprint picture on this big sheet of paper. And while you do it, no talking's allowed because you've ought to really listen to the story that Amy's talking to you about. All right? Off you go. Would you like to read for us, Amy?
Near the biggest tree that ever grew by the fence down by the duck pond lived a duck called Dan. He decided he hated yellow. I really hate my beak, it's unbearable. Boo-hoo, he'd sob. Everyone in the forest glade actually made Dan a red beak to wear, and he was happier. The end. Near the biggest tree that ever grew by the fence down by the duck pond lived a duck called Dan. He decided he hated yellow. I really hate my beak, it's unbearable. Boo-hoo, he'd sob. Everyone in the forest glade actually made Dan a red beak to wear, and he was happier. The end. Near the biggest tree that ever grew by the fence down by the duck pond.
Okay, stop, guys. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for reading that horrific story so many times. Thank you all, and very well done. You were brilliant. Just a second. Just stay there for me while I just talk to Amy. Shh. How you doing? Enjoyed the story?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, let's just show it to me for a second. While you were reading that out, you were focusing on an image, you were thinking of something in your head. All right. And obviously, just for the record, you hadn't told me what that was going to be or anything like that. That was just something you did as you were doing it. Was it in any way influenced by any of the things on this page?
No.
Not at all. It was just something out of nowhere and just in your head?
Yep.
There is no possible way that I could know what that is right now, is there?
I would have thought so, no?
Is it anything like that?
Well done.
Is that what you were thinking of?
Yeah.
Come with me. Let me show you this. This will take a little leap of faith on your part.
Okay.
All right? I realise that's just a massive brown paint. Just take a look at it as a whole. If for a moment we just ignore this corner here, which has all gone a bit wild and a bit mad, just imagine that.
No, I can see.
Can you see it?
That's slightly freaky.
2 legs, arm coming down there, ignore that corner, there's another arm there, the body and the head, there's even a face in there as well. It's a teddy bear.
That's freaky.
Well done, kids, you were brilliant!
Was it fluke for the children, or did they pick something up? I tried to think of something that I thought the children would be easily recognisable to them, and something fairly soft around the edges, really. So, and it was easy to think of. I have no idea what the connection was at all, and why some of the words were written big or spaced out. I don't understand what that's about.
Amy, thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
You were a little bit freaked out by that and you were asking how on earth it was done. And I'm going to do something I don't normally do, which is sort of explain a little bit of what went on there.
Brilliant.
You probably know this off by heart now.
Unfortunately, yes.
And you really said, you know, you don't feel anything in there was possibly giving away what you were thinking of, or you weren't influenced by anything in this, correct?
That's right.
Okay, so the drawings around the outside, nothing there that would suggest a teddy bear?
No.
No. Okay, apart from maybe, if you like, 3 of these are brown. The only thing there that isn't brown is this animal up here. If it were brown, it would probably look a little bit like a classic teddy bear pose. Perhaps.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. You've also got the word unbearable right here in the centre, with the word bear there, right in the middle, maybe.
Yeah.
You've got a little bit here that says red beak to wear as part of the story. And you can see in red and beak the K of the word beak, perhaps maybe suggesting an R sort of shape that would reflect the word wear there. So that could be a reflection of the word bear. And red, the R, they're looking a little bit like a T. Maybe that might suggest Ted, bear, perhaps. What about up at the top here? Big word at the top. The N of near could possibly look a little bit like a B, the way I've done that squiggle. Perhaps you could possibly be looking at the word bear there. How about this? Take the first letter of every line. T-E-D-D-Y-B-E-A-R. Teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the last letter. T-E-D-D-Y-B-E-A-R. The lines begin and end with the word teddy bear. You take a diagonal on that page. T-E-D-D-Y-B-E-A-R. T-E-D-D-Y-B-E-A-R. And if you go right down the centre, T-E-D-D-Y-B-E-A-R. And you were thinking of a teddy bear. You were absolutely superb.
That's fantastic.
You're fantastic with the kids. It was a real pleasure doing that with you and with your class. So thank you very
Cool.
much indeed.